To kata or not to kata? Welcome to Morning Karate Thought 55. I'm Les Bubka. Every morning I share with you a random thought. Today is to do kata or not to do kata. Some love it, some hate it. I think lots of people changed their mind during the COVID when there was nothing else to do but just solo training, and people start developing drills to do anything, right? So you had the shallow boxing combinations, patterns, drills, in a solo form. Even a BJJ started to do kata, and there you got a lot of different versions of the kata. Me personally, I like kata. There was a stage in my life that I didn't like kata. It was during my competition time, because I didn't see how the movements translate directly into the fighting. But kata is not created for a sports fighting. Kata is created for a drilling certain aspects of fighting, self-defense, close quarters. So you got lots of grabbing, lots of throwing, lots of takedowns, lots of joint locks, which are more applicable as a two-person drills. But if you don't have a partner, it's nice to have them set up in a logical order and you follow them up. For me, it is following a cascade of failures. So each move, if unsuccessful, next move follows it up with a fix. If first one was successful, you don't have to follow up. But it's nice to have that chain of transitions that you can put in a drill and have a nice set of exercising routine. What I love most about the kata is the versatility. They are good for kids, they are good for people who recover from injuries, they are good for seniors. They're focusing on ABC, so agility, balance and coordination, and depends how you executing them, you've got emphasis on those certain aspects. So I use a lot of mobility stuff with my elderly, where they're coming from different injuries or limitations, and through the kata we can restore the mobility. They also have a lot of crossing movements which help to train brain and boost the brain capabilities by crossing the midline, so both of your halves of the brain have to communicate together and work. This is great for children as well as a development tool, and agility, especially for younger athletes that do kata for competition. The sudden changes of directions and speed and so on are great for their development. As well, you can use them as a meditation tool, which I do a lot of nowadays for a longevity. So focusing, meditating, slowing them down, enjoying the movement, having something to do. And I think that where traditional martial arts excel. You see a lot of people from Chinese martial arts, Korean martial arts, karate, being able to train to the very late age, doing kata forms, movements, and enjoying them. Like I said, it keeps you fitter, builds up that strength in a range of motion, builds up mobility and agility, which is excellent for people in all ages. Plus, it helps your brain working because you remembering the patterns and changing the patterns because you've got hundreds of kata if you want to. We're not using so much kata, but if I'm using them for meditation and longevity, I do about 10 sets of kata that we can do with different emphasis within them, with the different outcomes for training. So if you're using the kata for a self-protection, you've got loads of movements that are very common for combative systems, and they are put in some sort of logical aspect. But you have to know how to look at them. That's what I meant to say. If you're just trying to repeat it mindlessly and they're not making sense, if you don't have somebody who analyzes them, use the principles of deciphering them, they make no sense. You have to look at it not as a striking system, but as a grappling system with setup for striking. At least that's my opinion. If you want, there is lots of videos about it from me. You can search through the YouTube and find one where I'm explaining how I look at the katas. I think you should do kata. There is time for it, there's space for it. but I don't think so it should be your main way of training. Nothing replaces a live drills, sparring, and being under pressure. Kata is only one of the tools that we can use to make training interesting and beneficial to our students ourselves. If you would like to support the channel, best way to do it is to watch another video, share, subscribe, like, and all that kind of stuff. And I will see you on Monday. Take care.